Hello, I'm Dr. Hassaan Tohid, and today we are here with a very interesting topic, how to write a book. This video is for absolute beginners. If you have never written anything before, if you have not written a single book before, no ebook, no hard copy, nothing, then this video is for you. So how do you write a book? What do you do? Of course, before writing a book, you need an idea. So get the idea. Now, how do you get the idea? Sit quietly with a piece of paper and a pen and start to think on paper. Start to think on paper. Start to think on paper. Once you think on paper, you will get more ideas. And your book topic could be anything that you're passionate about. Don't choose a topic that you don't like. Like, for example, I don't like software engineering. I cannot write a book on software engineering. But if you give me a topic on psychology, psychiatry, neurology, if you give me a topic on social issues, if you give me a topic on substance abuse treatment, and if you give me something like that is related to my passion, I would love it. But if you give me something that is not my passion, if you ask me to write a book on cars, airplanes, I cannot do it. I don't like it. I'm not passionate about it. I don't even know anything about it. So you should be passionate about the topic and you should have some idea about the topic. Once you have that topic, think about what do you love the most. It could be just like cooking food, or maybe coffee. If you make good coffee, how to make coffee, you can write a whole book on that. Different flavors of coffees can be different chapters. You can write an amazing book on that. So think about what you're passionate about. What message do you want to convey? How you want to help others? So once you have that idea, write on the list of things you're passionate about, 5 or 10 things that you love the most, and choose one of them as your broad topic. The topic could be simply a camera. Topic could be simply YouTube. A book on YouTube. A book on cell phone. Anything. A book on computer. So you have a broad-based idea, you're passionate about it. Now what do? Create an outline. Yes. How many chapters would you like to keep? What will be the length of each chapter? How big of a book are you writing? Is it a 200-page book, 400-page book, 600-page book, 1,000-page book? What exactly is your goal? Now write down the list of the chapters, the names of the chapters. Start brainstorming. You cannot write a book without book chapters. Have you ever seen a book without book chapters? No. So you need to write the names, the book chapter names. Decide how many chapters, 10 chapters. Let's say 10 chapters. Hypothetically, let's say you want to write a book of 10 chapters. Each chapter will have like 20 to 30 pages. So your book will be like 200 to 300 pages automatically. Now you have this plan. Now decide a title of the book and decide the title of each chapter. Try to make it catchy and make it flexible, because you may need it. You may need to change it in the future. Once your book is ready, you may change the title to make it more interesting, and the chapter title. It's an ongoing process. You keep improving and you keep getting more ideas and keep adding and removing stuff from there. So once you have this, now you start working on your chapter. Chapter number 1, 2, 3. If chapter number 1 you feel is too hectic, go to chapter 2 and start that as your first chapter. But do writing and make a schedule. Make a schedule that these 2 hours a day I will write my chapter. I will write my book. Just 2 hours a day. 1 page a day. If you just write 1 page a day, in 6.5 months, you are done with the 200-page books. 200-page book. In just 6.5 months, maybe 7 months, you are done with a 200+ page book. Can you imagine this? Just 1 page a day. 2 hours a day. 1 page can take you 2 hours? I don't think so. So what do you do now? You have the book chapters ready, but where do you get information from? Some from your own experience and ideas, but you will have to gather information. Read more and more, collect information. Read more and more, collect information from previous blogs, articles, videos. Collect all information, make them organized in a bullet format. You have everything ready in front of you. Now it will be easy for you to take certain parts from your data and add in each chapter. But you write it in your own words. Otherwise, the copy pasting is a crime. You are not copy pasting. You're just getting ideas from other sources. And now you start adding those things. You are adding more knowledge and more knowledge, and now you have it. So once you have it, Also, give a reference. If it's an academic book, always give a citation. Even if it's not an academic book and you have taken some ideas, in the end you can acknowledge the author. And you should acknowledge the other people that you got ideas from. You will be appreciated. So once that is done, your chapters are done one by one. 1 page a day. 1 page a day. Once you do that, 1 chapter, then 2nd chapter, 3rd chapter, then 10th chapter. Once that is done, you're all done. Now start finding the publisher, start contacting the publisher, and then you publish it. But before that, do the editing, hire a professional proofreader and editor, send your book to the editor, let them fix it, let them correct the errors. Once they get back to you, now send it to the publisher. This is how you write a book. Now, few more tips I will give you about writing a book. Schedule a particular chair, a particular table. That should be decided, predetermined for your writing a book. And keep communicating with trustworthy people who you trust and discuss about more ideas about your book. That you're writing this book and what ideas do they have, what suggestions do they have. Keep adding those ideas. And if you seek help from anyone, acknowledge them in the end of the chapter or at the end of the book. So keep adding more and more information, do brainstorming, call the experts of that particular niche, call them, talk with them, get suggestions, read about it, watch more videos on that topic. YouTube is there. You can watch more and more videos on that topic that you're writing on, so you can expand your knowledge. Because the more you know, the more you can produce. Remember, you're not just writing a book by collecting ideas from other people, but you yourself are filled with thousands of ideas and thoughts. You bring your thoughts and ideas about that field because you're writing something about your passion, so you already know certain things about it. Bring that information. And when you were doing your research initially before writing, you collected so much of information, so you have everything. So you bring all of that one by one, 1 page a day, and you complete a book in 200 days or 300 days, depending upon the size of the book. Once that is done, proofreading is done, book is sent to the publisher, and the publisher accepts the book, then you will become a published author. Thank you for watching this video. We'll meet again in the next video.